They obsess over hidden ROI, the return on information. While most people focus on visible returns like money, rich individuals understand that the real compounding power lies in ideas, skills, and insights that aren't immediately measurable. They treat information like an asset class. When they read a book, they don't just consume it. They extract frameworks, apply concepts, test them in real life, and see what produces leverage. They don't read to be entertained. They read to be equipped. The knowledge they gain becomes a force multiplier for every decision they make. They know that one sentence in a book, one insight in a podcast, or one perspective from a conversation can change the trajectory of their business or investment. They don't chase viral content or surface-level news. Instead, they hunt for deep, specialized knowledge that others overlook. They follow thinkers who are years ahead of the mainstream. They subscribe to newsletters haven't heard of, attend niche conferences, and pay for premium information because they know that when they're early in understanding, they're early in earning. Rich people often spend thousands on courses, mentorship, and exclusive communities, not for status, but for asymmetrical advantages. They know that one idea can yield tenfold returns, and that being first to understand an emerging trend is more valuable than trying to catch up once everyone knows. They seek mental models, not hacks, long-term thinking, not instant gratification. They train themselves to recognize valuable information and ignore the noise. They also document what they learn. They turn insights into decision frameworks, building personal knowledge systems. They revisit and refine ideas constantly. This compounding of intellectual capital gives them an edge others can't see. While others ask, how can I make money fast? The rich ask, what do I need to learn that no one else is paying attention to? They understand that if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room, so they constantly upgrade their environment, and they don't just talk, they listen deeply. They remember the details that matter, they follow up, they stay connected. Rich people know that success is never solo. Every major leap in their life or business came from someone they knew, a recommendation, a warning, a collaboration. A single conversation can change the trajectory of their net worth, and they treat every interaction with that awareness. While others chase likes, status, and vanity metrics, they're building bridges to ideas, capital, and leverage. It's not about being known by everyone. It's about being known by the right few and showing up in those relationships with purpose, consistency, and authenticity. That's how they grow quietly, powerfully, and permanently. They monetize problems most people avoid, while the average person runs from complexity, inconvenience, or discomfort. People run toward it, because that's where the money is. They don't complain about problems, they study them. They look at what frustrates people, what's broken, what's inefficient, and they ask one powerful question: can I solve this better than anyone else? Most people avoid difficult industries because they seem messy or unglamorous. But the wealthy know that where there's friction, there's opportunity. They see garbage disposal, plumbing, logistics, taxes, customer service, not as boring sectors, but as overlooked gold mines. They don't need the work to be cool. They need it to be necessary. They know that the bigger the problem, the bigger the potential profit. They also think in terms of scale. It's not enough to solve a problem once. They think, how can I build a system, a product or a service that solves this for thousands or millions of people? They don't just freelance solutions, they build businesses around them. They automate, they delegate, they productize. That's how they turn pain into profit. And they don't mind getting their hands dirty at first. Rich people understand that early discomfort is the price of long-term leverage. They'll learn the hard parts, talk to the angry customers, study the boring manuals, because that's where competitors quit. They build habits around those goals. They know that a goal without a system is a wish. If they want to invest, they automate transfers. If they want to learn, they schedule reading time daily. If they want to stay fit, they plan workouts in advance. The system takes over where emotion would otherwise fail. When most people burn out or give up, their system keeps going. They also remove friction. They know it's easier to do the right thing when it's simple. That's why their routines are streamlined, their tools are optimized, and their workflows are efficient. They don't waste mental energy making the same decision over and over. They make one decision and turn it into a rule. That rule becomes a routine, becomes a result. Rich people also understand the power of delegation, another form of automation. They delegate low-value tasks so they can focus on what matters most. They build teams, use virtual assistants, outsource chores, and buy back their time. Because time isn't just money, time is momentum. And momentum is everything. Systems protect them from bad days, low energy, and outside distractions. Even when they feel off, the system carries the weight. That's how they outperform people who work harder but with less structure. They build a life where success happens by design, not by chance. They don't rely on superhuman discipline. They just remove the need for it. While others are stuck in cycles of starting and stopping, they're moving steadily forward, powered by systems that never sleep.